Remote working, connection. Staying connected while you're working remotely is difficult. There are challenges that I'm sure you're aware of. You know, you're disconnected from your colleagues, from the culture, from the office environment. It can be a real challenge to know how to get better connected. So my first tip is all around technology. Using tech to stay connected. There are Google Hangouts, there's Zoom, there's Skype, there's FaceTime. There's lots of different ways you can use technology to stay connected. And this isn't just to the office as well. You can do that with family or with friends. Having regular meetings with your boss, having regular check-ins with your colleagues, asking somebody to share meeting notes if you weren't able to get to an online meeting or a meeting that was held in another location. All ways of staying a little bit more connected to the office. When you can, having meetups, whether they're virtual or otherwise, where it's not work-related and you just get to hang out and chew the fat. A bit like you would around the water cooler or the coffee machine or at lunchtime. But connection is a key part, I think, of working remotely successfully. So think about ways in which you can stay better connected using technology. Second aspect of connection is around friends and family. When you're working from home, you can sometimes feel a bit disconnected. And I'm currently recording this content in the midst of the COVID-19 outbreak. So we are socially isolating, some of us completely, some of us just going out for 1 hour a day. It's a really, really odd time, and a time where you can sometimes feel even more connected to others because of what's going on, but also less connected as time goes on. One thing I really like, just a tip I'd like to impart to you, is the idea of doing morning check-ins and evening check-ins with either your colleagues or friends or family. So a quick call in the morning, what you're going to do today, how you're feeling, most importantly, offload anything that's going on for you, and then a pick up at the end of the day. You know, what's gone on, what have you got achieved, how are you feeling, same kind of conversation. So you're bookending the day with really solid connection. And the other thing is something I've touched on in other videos, which is heartfulness. I talk about this specifically in the mental health series. Heartfulness is about getting really connected to something that you're passionate about or interested in. And quite often, it's something that the convergent pressures of work and home have squeezed out the bandwidth you have for. So a great time when you're self-isolating or working from home might be a really good time to reconnect with one of those things, to get connected. So for example, we've seen a couple of animal charities that we've got involved in terms of donating, because it's helped us to be more connected to things that light us up, to our values of living truthfully and mindfully and considerately. And that's an instance of how you can connect even, you know, when you're stuck in a room or in a house. Now, it might not be animal charities for you, it might be something else, but you know, what is your purpose, what are your values, and how can you get really connected to those even from a confined space? So connection isn't just about physical connection, which currently, at time of recording, we can't do. It's also connection in other ways. It's connected with yourself, you know, really starting to sit down and spend time with yourself and understand what lights you up, what your values are, what's important to you. And even if you can't action those now, you may well be able to action them in the future once we come out the back end of the COVID-19 outbreak. So a few things for you for connection, and all the best, good luck.